I want to tell you my story and the reason why I decided to dedicate my entire life to studying the guitar super hard. And now here we are. I started when I was 16 years old. And I was on my way to become an engineer, which I did. I finished my career. I'm an engineer in telecommunications and electronics. But I never cared about that. I was 90% guitar, 3% the engineering degree. And the reason why I decided to just study the guitar so hard is because I wanted to play like Alejandro Gonzalez. He is a Cuban guitarist like me. And a friend of mine showed me a video where he was playing Cuban music. Is Guajira a mi madre by Antonio Nico Rojas. He's a Cuban composer that was self-taught. He didn't go to school, he didn't know how to read or write music, but his music was next level. And Alejandro Gonzalez's performance of that music was magic. I saw that video and I knew right there, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And let me tell you, before watching that video, I saw David Russell. And at that time, I didn't have the level to appreciate what David Russell was doing. And now, of course, I think he's like one of the best ever. But this is what moved my heart, my entire body actually, because of the rhythm. What really caught my attention about his playing was not that the rhythm was, metronomically perfect. And actually, when I saw David Russell, I thought, he doesn't have rhythm. Like, he's going out of tempo. I don't like it. Because of course he was playing romantic music and he was moving the tempo. I didn't appreciate that. Actually, I didn't like that. So I'm talking about someone who has never studied music, 16 years old. So I have a friend at the school that shows you a video. And that school where I studied, it was like an advanced pre-university school where smart kids have to pass tests and be on a ranking to be there. So we're talking about a school that had a tradition where people used to go there and play the guitar. So it was just a thing. So because I was in that school, I had some friends that liked the guitar. I had never played guitar in my life. So one of those friends, he showed me a video of David Russell, and then someone else gave me a video of him. I don't know how we got there, because in Cuba we didn't have internet. So what I used to do was to go to friends' houses and copy videos and all that. So that's what people used to do. So somehow I got a video performance of Alejandro Gonzalez playing that. And what I felt when I watched that video, and I watched that video millions of times after that, actually I learned it by watching his video. I'll tell you about it. But what I felt watching his performance was that the rhythm that he used to play was not metronomically perfect. It almost was, but it was an internal pulse that he has, the kind of pulse that a drummer would have. It's like, not a drummer, because a drummer would play metronomically perfect, but let's say this culture, this African culture, where people play rituals with percussion instruments, and it's just a flow that goes all day long. They play all day long, non-stop for their rituals, which is something that's very common in Cuba. A lot of people have that religion. So I felt this pulse that makes your body move, but then the pulse holds back the rhythm, but somehow the reference for metronomic perfection changes from a metronome, which has no soul, to his internal pulse. And that's what I saw on his performance. And actually, that's the way he plays. So what really motivated me to just learn music and play the guitar in general was specifically his way of playing. It was not the music, it was not the technique. Like, he was playing the fastest scale and it was like, oh wow, face melting. I was not impressed like, oh wow, this is impossible to play. No, it was not that. It was very specific. It was that swing, that groove, basically. So I was blown away. So what I did after I watched that video, and unfortunately he doesn't have that video on his YouTube channel. I'm gonna see if I can find it some way. I have some friends from Cuba that might have that video, because he recorded that for a family member. So I might reach out to him and see if he has that video, because I watched that video millions of times. I didn't know how to read music. So imagine you start a guitar day one. Your friend tells you, no bro, this is next level. You don't even know how to play chords. You're zero level and you want to play that? That's impossible. It's gonna take you your life and you might not even be able to play that. And I was like, I don't care. Why is the guitar so difficult? My friend, he knew how to play, so he started teaching me what he knew, some chords basically. And he told me the first day, oh, the difficult thing on the guitar is to play a chord that has this bar here, because you have to do a lot of fours at the beginning. I'm like, fours? That's not a problem. I exercise every day. First day I did this, it has to work right now. And I put all my fours here. Yeah, it sounds. So I had this attitude that I can force my way through anything. If it takes effort, that's not a problem. I'm just gonna repeat it 3,000 times until it works. It has to work. So this was the kind of energy that I used to learn. And that's how I did it. So I basically pay attention to his video, playing Guajira Mi Madre. And I learned the whole thing. I slow it down. I saw all the fingering that he was doing. Well, I was able to detect, because I couldn't see absolutely everything perfect, especially the strummings that he used. I never quite understood exactly the way he did it. Later I knew him, and then I recorded a video, tried to learn that. He tried to explain me, teach me what he was doing. Very complex stuff to see. So what I did was just to learn the whole thing. Now I struggle, because I didn't know how to read music. I struggled with the slow part, because the slow part has a very complicated rhythm. And you're gonna see it at the end of this video. I'm gonna share with you, one day I was at a guitar store and I decided to play that, and I recorded. It was not my best performance. My hands were stiff. It was a period of time, like 2 years ago, where I was not practicing the guitar because I was very busy. So that was not my best, but I'm still gonna share that, because it was a sincere performance where I'm actually feeling it. So my hands are not moving right. I am very stiff, making mistakes, but I put my soul into it. So I'm gonna share that performance, even when I can do it a lot better. But I'm busy now learning stuff for competitions, and I cannot play that in a competition, so I cannot dedicate time to that right now. So that's the video I have for you to see. So you can imagine it was a tremendous effort to learn that piece, and I showed that to almost every single guitar master in Cuba. So all the professors at the school, they knew about me because I literally went through their, I literally tried to show what I did to everybody because it was, wow, I'm not a genius, by the way. I forced my way through it. It's not like it was easy for me. I had to watch that video. Just imagine. You're gonna see that video at the end, and just imagine trying to learn your first piece, and that's what you have to learn. You know nothing about technique, you don't know how to play the guitar, you don't have a teacher, you don't have any frame of reference, nobody that can help you. So basically I did it. I played the whole thing, and I went with it and showed that to every single professor in Cuba, most of them in Havana, Cuba. And they couldn't believe that was the first thing I learned. They couldn't believe it. They were like, yeah, no way. Because they had no idea how much effort I put into it, how much his performance moved me and motivated me to put everything I had into it. Absolutely everything I had into it. So yeah, that's why we are here today, holding the guitar, because of him, because of his talent, his unique talent. That's why never give up on playing the guitar your way, because it doesn't matter that David Russell already recorded all the romantic music that you like. Don't think that, oh, that's already recorded, I don't need to play that because I'm not gonna play better than David Russell. You don't have to. You have to play like you, and someone is going to resonate with your special God-given talent, and nobody else in the world ever will be able to play that like you. But you have to put your soul into it. It's not enough with just trying. You have to really put everything you have into it. And I think when we do that, magic happens. And that's what I felt when I watched him playing that. Now I don't have a video, I don't have that video, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you, because actually it was like 3 or 4 videos that he recorded for his family. And his family used to live in the same town where I live, so those videos got distributed, so it got to me, basically. So I'm gonna show you one of the things he played in one of the videos, which I was also amazed with. It was like, let's say, reason number 2 to start playing the guitar, but I didn't try to learn that because I thought it was like a lot more faster and virtuoso. It's when he plays from Antonio Lauro, Seis por Derecho. It's amazing in the way he plays. So I want you to pay attention to the pulse, the rhythm that he has when he's playing this piece, and he's playing it with total domination. His technique feels like this is easy, so it's all about the music. Like he's focused 100%. He's taking your attention on the rhythm and doing with it whatever he wants, and you just keep listening to it. It's just amazing. So I hope you can feel the same I did. I'm gonna find the video and I'm gonna react to it. So because it's copyright music, this video might get copyrights, but I don't care. I think it's more important to share this. So I'm gonna react to his video playing Seis por Derecho by Antonio Lauro, and then right after that I'm going to share my performance of Guajira Mi Madre by Ñigo Rojas, which was the reason why I decided to play the guitar. So let me know your thoughts and opinions, and if you have any questions, let's react to it first. Let's go. Check this out. This was, of course, a recording. The quality is not great. It was just a camera late at night, so you hear some crickets. It doesn't matter. You can still appreciate that. So link in the description of the video so you can see this with a little bit better quality. Well, I want to react to it to show you. this. Look, nobody can do it. Nobody can do it like that. This is unique talent. It doesn't matter how fast you play that. His personality, his rhythm, his pulse, his whole body is just flowing. Music is flowing through everything. It's like he's putting his soul on it. Nobody can do it like that. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna share now my performance of Guajira Mi Madre by Ñigo Rojas, which was the specific piece that really motivated me. But this was second for sure. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it, him playing that Guajira Mi Madre. But that's better because now you can see two different things. So I'll show you.